Come ye then, come ye, behold the signs and the names of your Creator. Behold the holy pinnacles, by the virtue of which the earth is moved. The trees, therefore, and the abyss tremble. Come ye, come ye, come ye. That is the Conjuration. It pretty much covers everything. While we're here, I will also give you the license to depart. Once you have conjured your spirits, questioned them, given them tasks, here is the license to depart. It's very interesting what grandeur is the Conjuration, but the license to depart when you are done, very concise. The license to depart. In the name of Adonai, the eternal and everlasting one, let each of you return unto his place. Be there peace between us and you, and be ye ready to come when you are called. So it is. That's it. It's amazing. So, some things I need to cover really quickly. There's a lot of Old Hebrew and things that are going to be very familiar to Christianity. Understand that this conjuration is older than them both. That there was a highly shamanistic, very mystical tradition that existed before Judaism got a hold of it and turned it into a heavily patriarchal or male-dominated religion, which suppressed a lot of the magical knowledge. A, because they didn't want people to have the power outside of their priests. They wanted to keep people in the dark. A lot of Zionism comes from this ideal. Just read the Talmud and you'll see how much hatred is in that book for anyone who is not supposedly Jewish or a Zionist, I should say. And even in the book, women are treated awfully. So even if you are a Zionist woman, you're still considered a lower class citizen. Then Christianity came, took a lot of what Judaism did, reworked it, formulated it around an old Egyptian religion of a sacrificed and risen king, which is the sun, which is the Christ energy, giving him a highly common name like Jesus, which was Joe in this day and age. The original meaning was to let the common man, before Christianity, there was the idea of the Christ energy, were sort of the Gnostic Christianity, when it was Christianity as true religion and not Christianity, the manipulating, psyop. But, Joe Schmo could rise from humble beginnings, attain his highest self, and change the world. That was the entire story of Jesus in a highly allegorical, astrological corresponding type metaphor that anyone could do it. However, that got co-opted and corrupted. So we're looking at this process of high orders of angels who are the mechanisms of God, or the highest of the high, or prime creator. They are beings that serve their function masterfully and mostly are happiest when they serve their function. They are like, I don't know, they're if the world was an iPhone, angels would be the apps. It sounds weird, but that's what it is. Angels are basically universal applications. Their wings, all these are sort of very shamanistic ideas. The idea of the burning bush, we know what the burning bush was. The burning bush was a psychoactive ingredient that grows on a particular plant. I'm not going to say which one because I want other people to do the research on it, which Moses ate. He ate it, much like if you were part of the peyote cults, you would eat the plant, or, they also call it the burning button, and you would have incredible mind mind-altering experiences where, you would be opened up to the other worlds, and you would hear and see, you would hear messages and have visions. So his hearing God in the burning bush was he ate the plant in its appropriate fashion to have the experience, and heard the highest of the high speak to him from that. Told him about the angels, told him about the fallen angels, the angels that would rather go for free will than serve as apps for the giant universal, program that we're all a part of. This conjuration does bring in the fact that there are what you would call demons, and demons are just simply very powerful entities that are not angels. That doesn't mean they're evil. That just means that they are powerful, willful, intelligent. Pretty much anything that's not an angel could be considered a demon. But that's not the original word. It was daemon, which just meant powerful spirit. You can see how Christianity has corrupted everything to keep you fearful and to keep you in need of their priests, which have proven to be, for the majority of them, not probably the greatest people. And so much has been done in violation and torture and murder and theft in the name of that particular religion, that the bedrock of it is just soaked in blood, and I don't trust it. A lot can be said about Judaism, and a lot can be said about Islam. However, all three of these religions share a common thread, which is the Kabbalistic, Middle Eastern style conjuring magic that all these great maguses went about. King Solomon, and there's tons and tons others that gave prophecy and worked with angels and powerful spirits and had their own type of shamanistic order of things and created their own rituals, which were later circumvented and so in some cases out and out stolen from them and used to create a religion, which really may have been initially just a path to get people to awaken to their higher selves, but as these priests got in there and became corrupt and other worldly influences came in, they learned that it was more of a way to control people and sustain agendas that were either depopulation, because trust me, even then they screamed about how the world had too many people in it. It was hard for them to control and enslave everyone, and to keep all the resources from themselves. So, you get all the resources, you whittle down the amount of people to resist you, and you live as gods among a weak-willed and kept docile people who worship you as gods. And through the Illuminati, Luciferian current, that's what they believe. They believe that they attained the great work by becoming gods upon the earth. People worship them as gods, and so therefore eventually they become gods. It's what they truly believe. It's what they truly believe. That is the Luciferian, reptilian style ideal of ceremonial magic. And I really shouldn't throw in reptilian, but there is that level of paranoia, fear, and power for power's sake. The Luciferian current is very much the flip side to the prime creator, and it goes by many, many, many other names. It's just, I can use the word Luciferian, and people generally understand that the light bringer, or he who brings light to you, does so at both a cost and a condition that if you truly knew what it was, you wouldn't get in there in the first place. And so they don't tell you what it is at first. You just are kind of led down that path, and by the time you look back, it seems like it's too far to go back. And you might as well continue. And this is what the Illuminati have done, is they have moved towards this path where they feel that they can create peace on earth through force manipulation of everyone's actions. Sounds pretty peaceful, doesn't it? Yeah, not so much. So, when you read these kind of conjurations, you need to get past the use of the word God, the use of the word angels, and you need to get past the Hebrew names of a lot of the planetary sphere rulers, such as El, Elohim, Sabaoth, all those, because those were names that were used and are still very vital and powerful names that absolutely can be divorced from Hebrew mysticism, which they have no claim over, none whatsoever, and be brought back into a magical practice of and a religion, which is attaining to your highest self and doing the great work of your incarnation, and then attaining to and having your genius and your name written among the stars, meaning that you are in completion and that you are ready to evolve to a new level of awareness and of being, which ultimately the progression towards universalism without losing your individuality. So you move towards a higher state of existence where compassion and strength and honor and beauty form together. So one, you can let things be, you can control and live your life without manipulating others, and you don't have to lose yourself in the process while uniting with the greater truth that is the Prime Creator. Because the Prime Creator is your creator, and therefore by losing yourself, the Prime Creator is also losing itself. Prime Creator is every human soul in all its unique facets. It is the jewel of infinite angles, completed because of its diversity, brought together because of the unity of all humans being from the Prime Creator. It's an endless facet that sparkles with absolute stunning beauty. And this is the great work to attain to. And each incarnation, you learn what your great work is, and you live it out, and you complete and continue the cycle until you get it. And ceremonial magic, Kabbalistic magic, is a beautiful, powerful way to do it. I love Kabbalistic and ceremonial magic, and I love the tradition of Wicca and the religion of Wicca. And I think in this life, my great work pertains to both and getting more information out there. This is not those things that you need to keep hidden. You don't need to. We don't need to hide these things anymore. They've been hidden too long, and we can see what's happened since they've been hidden away. I say it's time. I'm not just going to say we rock the boat. I say we sink the fucking boat, and we release information. And for those of you who are ready, you will find it, and you will use it. And I hope that you find heroes and spirits and deities and people that you can go, wow, okay, this is how they're using it. Let me try my hand at it, and let me see where it fits into my life. And then you benefit from it. And then you share it. And then someone else benefits from it. That's really what it's all about. Truly what it's all about. If attaining to Godhood in the miraculous, infinite facet of Prime Creator is the goal, then it's time everyone has this knowledge. And it's time people get over their fears and their manipulations and the fabricated reality and learn that they are truly divine. And by stepping into the circle and learning to say, it's very hard for me to read that conjuration without reading it in the way that I need to and want to. Stumble over words don't look right, words don't feel right, and I don't say certain names. It's just very bizarre for me. But I want others to hear it, and maybe it'll spark some sort of like, wow, that really touched me. what can I do with this? And how can I use this to better me, and by me being better, help everyone else around me? That's the goal. That's part of my great work. See what it fits in your life.